They say diamonds are forever, and De Beers, one of the leading diamond companies of the world, has unveiled its first of its kind second year piercing ritual program to support the growth and demand for natural diamonds amongst the young generation with a campaign called Love from Dad. And to talk more about this campaign, I'm now joined by the MD India for De Beers, Amit Pratihari. Hi Amit, welcome to ET Now. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Right, Amit, you've come out with a new campaign. It's called With Love from Dad. It's a one-of-a-kind campaign because it is for the second year piercing. It's a new theme that has come out. Tell us, what is the insight behind this campaign and what do you hope to achieve with it?
So first of all, I think the whole credit goes to my team.
Yeah.
They did a fabulous job in coming out with this beautiful campaign. If you look at our approach to any campaign, what we do, we need to have a cultural significance. Okay, so when we were thinking about promoting natural diamond as a category, we always been thinking, should we take a Western template and put it in Indian market and see, because diamond is a diamond, similar kind of traits and everything. But if you look at jewelry, culturally it is very much deep rooted in us, okay, as Indians. So when this campaign came, we thought, okay, why don't we do something which has a very cultural significance? Right. But if you look at over the time, the culture there's a shift in how we see culture altogether. Then second thing is what is that is a ritual, So what is that ritual we follow, One is cultural part, and how do we see this culture through our ritual lens? So the whole concept what we came is called by internally we call it rituals by De Beers. So in these rituals, okay, we are looking at the emotional point which is probably been existing in our life but never been thought of. And Love from Dad collection is exactly resonating that point. Piercing is a ritual, for us. So when the daughter is born, without her knowledge, the first piercing is done. Second piercing is probably the first
her
choice,
right?
Her independent choice, what she is taking. And as a dad, basically is admiring that the small decisions she is taking in her life to make her her own career, her own thought process, what she wants to do in her life. So I think that is an admiration from a dad's point of view.
Amit, talk to us about the demand for diamonds. Now, diamond industry is going through a tough phase for two reasons. One is the slowdown in the demand for diamonds, and also the competition that's coming from lab-grown diamonds. Talk to us about that.
So, very important question. I will answer this question in two parts. Okay. First is the demand for natural diamond. Globally, yes, it is a bit under pressure. But if I'm talking from India point of view, it's absolutely a great opportunity for natural diamond. So just to give you a little bit statistics to it, okay, today we are talking around $8.5 billion is our natural diamond market, which is expected to grow to $18 billion in next 5 years. So technically it is doubling, the market is doubling. So I don't see any slowdown happening there. In spite of $8.5 billion market, which is 10% of the total jewelry industry, the diamond penetration is only 10%. So there's a huge opportunity for diamond as a category to grow within the segment. So I don't see any slowdown. I see a bigger opportunities there. But what is the shift happening in that is that the type of jewelry you are wearing. Okay, so there is a shift happening, and if you walk into a jewelry store, you will find diamond jewelry of different occasions, different trend, which represent different trends and different designs. More meaningful collections, more simplistic design. So there's a shift happening. So from an opportunity point of view, I don't see there is any slowdown. Yes, globally there is a pressure because of what's happening in US or China. But from an Indian point of view, it is absolutely a great opportunity and a great moment for us. Now you're to a second question, which is about lab grown. Is there a threat? There are various questions when I go to different platforms. People ask me this question, but let me address it in a different way. Okay, first question is that, is there a opportunity for lab grown or not? Answer is yes. Okay, there is an opportunity for lab grown diamond. Second question, is it a threat to natural diamond? I say it is absolutely not, because it's two different products we're talking. See, just a watch, which watch you are wearing, I think from it. is it, I don't know the brand, if it is a Rado or something which you are wearing. If I say, imagine you go walk into a luxury watch store which you like, and you walk into that store, it's a branded store, you have the original watch there, okay, and watch is made of different materials, right? Same store is giving you a replica of it. It's not the original one of it, and says that it also gives you time. It also is the same, everything is same. But this is the company original one, this is the not original one. What will you call that product?
It's a fake.
It's a fake.
Or a first copy, I don't know.
It's a fake.
Yeah,
first copy
fake.
is a copy, it's a fake.
A copy,
technically it's a fake. So I don't think it's a similar product. It's completely different product. Now the challenge comes is where, how do you differentiate it? Because there is a myth in the market, they are all same. It's absolutely not same. By having a chemical properties doesn't make it real. I'll tell you why. So the problem is come that people don't differentiate it, but it can be differentiated.
What about the appreciation value? Because that is something that Indians look for, right? Because for us, for Indians, jewelry is not just a part of tradition, it's also an investment, right? You look for an appreciation value, whether you buy gold or any other jewelry, you also buy it as an investment. So lab-grown diamonds versus natural diamonds, how are they stacked up against each other?
Again, it's a very valid and important question. Most of the people, when they buy jewelry, they think as it's an investment.
Yeah.
I have a very different point of view, and it's a personal point of view. If you're looking for an investment, there are better alternatives in the market.
Perhaps gold.
Could be gold, it could be mutual fund.
Yeah.
But tell me, would you ever wear a mutual fund pendant or a earring? Definitely not, right? So what is jewelry means to us? Okay, you need to think that first. When a couple sharing their vows to live their rest of their life, okay, what is that one thing binds them? Is the ring they share or a Mangal Sutra they exchange? Okay, a ring they exchange and Mangal Sutra they wear. These are the things. So what you want, what kind of product you want that emotion to be represented? A fake one or a natural one? The answer is simple. But if you look at natural diamond jewelry from a long-term view, okay, it has an appreciation. Yes, today the prices have come down a little bit under pressure. But if you look last 1 month, the prices have gone up also in certain category. Just after COVID, the prices were up by 47%. And there was a small correction of pricing, which is at a B2B level, which is around some percentage that has come down. But it's still higher than if you look at 5-year, 3-year back. So there is long term, there is an appreciation. But let me tell you, the fact is that whenever the customer buys a product, especially natural diamond jewelry, nobody buys as an investment. They buy it for their emotion.
So Amit, finally tell us, through this campaign, what's your TG, who's your target audience? Because I see a very young generation being targeted, besides the dad, of course. I mean, he's the buyer because he has the money, but the influencer perhaps, the person who's going to probably ask the dad to buy the diamond is the girl. So who's your TG? Who are you influencing with this campaign? And also talk to us about your vision for debeers, for 2025.
So I tell you, the target will probably, if I have to technically tell you, it's a little bit wider target, I would say. But what we are targeting is that celebrating that independence of that particular person who is taking her own decision for the second piercing. So it could be at the age of 25. That's say 20 to 25 to 35 years when they take that. But in that communication, we have shown a 16-year-old girl who is taking her first independent decision of doing a second piercing, and how as a dad it's supporting. But it could be applied for larger audience also. So from a communication point, of course, we were targeting at the young, between 16 to 18 to 25-year-old girls. But it could be applicable to a bigger audience also. So we have a very long-term commitment with India. If I give you a little bit background on India's significance for De Beers, India has been in the home for all diamond cutting and polishing for many, many years. So that's why it holds very special position from a De Beers point of view. Through this category commitment, we want to say that our commitment is for long term. And when we say the rituals, we we are not just doing one campaign and stopping. We're looking for a long-term view, and you will have series of campaign which we are building from now for next 5 years, and then we will rethink what's the next approach. But yes, we have a long-term approach here. And in terms of objective, our objective is very simple. We have a diamond penetration of 10%. In next 5 years, we want to make it to 15%. So as an industry leader, we are working with industry bodies, with the market, to make sure that the diamond growth is there.
Right, Amit. Thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us and talking to us about the campaign.
It's absolutely a pleasure and honor being here, and thank you very much.
In association with Beyond Better, the new